Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Welcome everybody, guys. Now let's take a look at the gold market just briefly, because the situation hasn't changed significantly since yesterday. Indeed, it seems that right now the major setups are cracking across the board. So not only on the commodities, on the gold markets, on the forex market as well, on the euro currency, especially on the dollar index, because by the action above the recent tops and bottoms on the different currencies, I mean the euro currency, so dollar index as well. So market is breaking the steps that have been formed on the monthly charts, and it really could lead to significant consequences in the nearest perspective. And the gold market stands no exception from that. With those upward actions really very fast in coming to the previous tops, it seems that market seriously intends to break these tops and continue move higher. And this comes not just from the technical picture and recent behavior, but mostly from the fundamental background. So 2 days ago, it was really curious situation when inflation seemed a bit positive, but market action was in opposite direction. As we said today in daily video on the forex market, so indeed some hidden background could be in the money flows among the European Union, United States, and United Kingdom due to the tax reform in the United States and some other hidden political processes. But from the fundamental point of view, it seems that currently, taking into consideration the common jump in the United States budget deficit and in United States national debt, so you probably know that due to the tax reform, the deficit could increase to the 1 trillion this year, while due to the different Donald Trump's government programs and spendings, the national debt could rise to 30 trillions within the decade. So, and it seems that makes the major impact on the investors, on the understanding of the process. So currently, the United States dollar and the Fed Reserve policy stands not among the other equal rivals as the Bank of Japan and the European Central Bank, but it stands a bit differently because right now investors already treat insufficient measures, insufficient rate increasing by the Fed to the inflation that should come. And that shows also in the United States Treasury bonds yields. So yields right now are rising not just because of falling to Fed Reserve policy, but this is just the higher demand of the higher yield from the investors for asset that becomes cheaper. So as the money supply is increasing, the investors demand more yield for cheaping assets. That is United States dollar actually. And as it was looking previously positive and really brings some inspiration to the traders, as indeed dollar should rise because so rising of the yields and the Fed policy moving active, and it should provide higher return on the dollar denominated assets. But right now, this rising of the yield is just reflects that the real return between the inflation and real yield treated as insufficient in the current conditions. So the investors think that dollar assets should provide high yield as all of them becomes cheaper. That makes some explanation to the situation that we saw a couple of days ago. With taking this all in mind, it seems that the gold market will get the double support from that, because Fed stands not in the same pace of the inflation, and that provides more support to the gold market, because you know that the major driving factor for gold is inflation. That's why it seems that in the current couple of weeks, maybe in the nearest future, chances that gold will break these tops and continue move higher looks really significant. Right now, in today's session, guys, since Friday, market stands very close to the previous tops, so it already has climbed above this top. Right now, it stands just few steps to rise above these tops. But as you can see, at the same time, market right now stands at daily overbought, and it's a bit limited with the upward potential today. Hardly will see the real breakout of this top right now because overbought stands at the 1358, 1360 approximately, but this top stands slightly higher, 65. What really could be achieved today, so we'll take a look at the follow time frame chart. We have the major target here is XOP 1365 and stands mostly in the same point as this top. So that's the area where market is coming to. So we have the ABCD target, but as you can see, market shows some pullbacks because just struggling with the daily overbought. So yesterday it has hit overbought, shows minor pullback inside of the previous session. Today again it has hit the overbought. So also some pullback could happen, but step by step market should hit this target. As soon as it will be met, or maybe some deeper retracement could happen, and definitely currently we'll be watching for taking opportunity to go long because overall context has changed to bullish. Price action trend has changed to the bullish side. Grabber has been erased here. This has been formed. That actually was our suggestion as well. But currently just not quite comfortable situation for taking a long position because my market stands at daily overbought. So we need some pullback to think about taking long. As you can see, if market, for example, will show a reversal a bit earlier, so some deeper retracement, maybe it even could form the butterfly here. As you can see, deep retracement could become this left wing butterfly and starting an upward continuation. So anyway, currently we're watching for bullish stops on the gold market and see what will happen. In the nearest future today, maybe within the 2 sessions, market is gradually climbing to this XOP target, 1365.